heard his B speak on him once.
Yeah. Oh, he defended?
Yeah. No order, man.
Like, sold out.
Brothers who come in cheap. The brothers ready.
Yeah, I got the article for you,
Come.
Open up at 3 and 1.
Yeah, the brothers going hard.
His love.
Brothers ready. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash. Double honor to elders and apostles, GreatMillStone, for teaching us this complete truth. All you faithful locked throughout the four corners of the earth, keep on pushing this truth. Now we're gonna get into it's a time to speak, all right? Because the times we're living in, it's not a time to keep silence. All right, so brothers out there, keep on pushing this truth and keep on declaring the downfall of wicked ass society America. All right, so the brother going to open up first with Ecclesiastes 3 and...
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Right, the Most High deals with balance, all right? Things have to happen at a specific time. It just don't happen when you want it to happen. All right, and the scripture, brother could grab too. The scripture says the Lord for a set measure, till the set measures be fulfilled. I think that's in Ezra somewhere. Second.
It's like Ezra's 9?
I don't know. No, it's not that one. It's another one. Till the set measures be fulfilled. You know, the Lord deals with a balance in a set time that He does things. He got Esau, the so-called white man, in rulership now. All right, for a specific time. Then he's going to be taken out of power. So read that again.
It says Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Right, there's a purpose under the heaven. All right, we're out here prophesying. There's a purpose for everything we're saying. We're not just saying it just to be saying it. We got to come out here boldly, declare the downfall of this wicked society. Okay, because this wicked society is contrary to these scriptures. All right? Look, brother,
I believe it's Second Ezra chapter 4, verse 37. It says, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. And he does not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
Right, so that ties in with Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. All right, there's a specific time that everything got to be done. All right, demonization, we see it coming. All right, it's got to be done too. That's part of prophecy. All right, so the Lord does things when He wants to do things.
All right, so it says, verse 2, it says, a time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal.
Right, it's a time to kill and a time to heal. We're not going to get physical with nobody out here. We're not going to start altercations with nobody out here. We're spiritual men coming out here declaring once again the downfall of this wicked society. And that's what you people want us to get carnal. Oh, these guys over here, they trying to push our buttons, so to speak. All right, but we're not going to get out of character because you got an agent set up to try to, agent provocateurs to try to set us up to go astray and try to pretty much get out of our character. We're not going to do that. Right, we got to wait upon the Lord to rise up to the prayer. Brother can grab that too, Zephaniah 3 and 8. You know what I'm saying? There is going to be a time to kill when the Lord gives us those spiritual powers. But right now, at this particular time in history, we're not going to do that until the Lord tells us we could do that. All right, we got to rise up to the prayer when the Lord rises up to the prayer.
Hey, right now, we're in the time of healing. You know,
right.
Israel has been beaten down, oppressed by every nation under heaven, man. So right now, we're in the healing stages. Okay.
Right, and the brother's right. We're in the healing stages, all right? We're declaring the word boldly. Our people are coming back to this truth, all right? Our people are coming back to this truth, okay? And we're waking up to know who we are, all right? We're waking up to know who we are because everybody else out here is dead and asleep. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else out here is dead and asleep. They don't have that life or those living waters in them, all right? And they just can't, the Lord ain't sustaining them. It's not for them. It's only for the elect. Yeah, bring it out.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, and my anger which shall burn forever.
Yeah, there was a point in time that we discontinued from our heritage, we fell away. All right, we discontinued from our heritage 70 AD. All right, we was in the interiors of Africa, we spread out throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, but the Lord in Ezekiel 37, he said he put that spirit back in us, all right, in that flesh and them sinews to wake us back up to know who we are. And everybody's mad at all this time we've been asleep. Meanwhile, the Lord quickly woke us back up. Now they don't want to put us back to sleep. That's how you know we're the greatest people on earth. It didn't take the Lord long to do it. And he did it. His promise always is steadfast. He don't lie. All right, Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, do not lie. All right?
I got a precept. Isaiah 1 and 6, going into how we sick. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither modified with ointment.
Right, and this truth right here is really the ointment, this oil, okay, the living waters. All right, our people are struck with madness. One thing that the Lord did to 2/3 is to blind them and strike them with madness. All right, following religions, different religions, following false gods, all right, all these different deities, all right, following all these things, and y'all blind. Y'all don't have no cure, all right? There's no cloak for your sins. You don't want to accept Yahawashi as your savior. So guess what? The Lord got to put you to death when that time comes, all right?
This is John chapter 5, verse 25. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of the Most High, and they that hear shall live.
Right, and we are living, all right? This word is life. It rejuvenates us, all right? It replenishes us. And hey, look, man, it's a joy to even do the works, man. To even come out here and do the works, get up with brothers, do videos. Brothers still gradually learning, too, in the process of it. You know what I'm saying? So brothers got to continue, and you know, in the spirit, and don't, you know, pretty much don't fall out. You know what I'm saying? That's why brothers got to constantly strengthen each other, all right? And, you know, we're woken back up. You know?
I got a precept. This is going into the cure. Psalms 119 and 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
Yeah, at one particular time, we was all pretty much, you know, acting, you know, rebellious, all right? The Lord brought us, he chose, just like the Lord said, he chooses you to come in the truth, you can't choose him. At one particular time, we were acting rebellious, all right? I remember a particular time that I used to listen to these brothers out there, you know what I'm saying? I used to go back home, I'm like, damn. And the Lord always had in my mind, this is the truth, you know it, but then again, you try to be rebellious, I'm gonna do my music thing. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and it never worked. And look where I'm at right now, doing this, speaking the truth to the best of my ability. You know, it's destiny, like the Lord said, he predestinated you to do that, like with Jeremiah, and I think it was Isaiah.
Yep.
You know, from the womb, he known you, so you can't escape the Lord's, this is how you know it's all about the Lord's program. You can't escape what they want for you, you know?
Yeah, quick precept. This is Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahawah, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk ye in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
Right, and the scriptures say too, men love darkness rather than light. Right. All right, we want this light. This light right here gives light to the whole house. That whole house is really talking about the elect only. You know, of course, the men, women, and children are 1/3, but it's talking about the elect. All right, because the Lord said he sets up men as the pastor of his
flock.
Yeah, of his flock. You know what I'm saying? So the men got to put out this word.
Isaiah 5 and 20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. See, so, you know, here it is. You know, that's talking about America, man. You know, recently you had Dwayne Wade proud of his son, because his son is finally chose his gender, so to speak, man. You know, he wants to become a little girl now, and Dwayne Wade is out here, you know, defending his actions, man. Yeah. And then he has, of course, he got all those followers that slew him on the comment boards defending him. So that's how you know, and then America's laws backed him, man. So that's how you know, woe, which is destruction, is coming to this place. You know, It said, woe to them that call evil good and good evil, man. So how do we know what's good and what's evil? You got to base it upon the scriptures, man. You know, the scriptures say, if we speak anything, let us speak according to the oracles of the Most High, man. You see that, man? The scriptures say, many are deceived by their own vain opinion. So in order to get the facts of what's truly good and what's truly evil, you got to read the scriptures, man. And what does the scripture say about homosexuals, man? I don't even know what to call them these days without risking the goddamn strike. You know? So what's the scripture say about that? They're supposed to get put to death, man.
God bless everybody.
This is Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. You know? So our people, 2/3 of our people, they don't have the light. Dwayne Ray doesn't have the light, you know, because like the brother just said, the scriptures tell you expressly what to do with a homosexual, man. You know, it's an unclean and a wicked, abominable act, man. Even the transgenderism, turning a man into a woman, man. That's against nature. That's bugged out, man.
And also Dwayne Wade, he's glad and happy for his son that's becoming a woman in the near future. Well, you can't change your sex because the Lord made you who you are. So,
but you know what it is. You know what is we was talking about Swiss Beats and Dwayne Wade and their children. You know, going and their children acting like they're the opposite sex. In all reality, these are men. These men didn't grow up in this era. You know, these men was from 90s. They have their time, man. And here it is. You know, I really believe inside they're mad, but they got to portray that because they got that public image. You know, but really they want to be mad. And then they don't want to be on the bad side of people's minds, man. You know, because they care about how people feel. Well, the men of the Lord, we're out here because we don't care about how the people feel. We're here to do the job of Yahawah, Yahawashi, man. You know, Jeremiah even prophesied to kings, even prophets before him. That's written. And he prophesied the downfall of great wicked kingdoms, man. And hey, we're not doing anything wrong. You know, we're just speaking the Bible. But obviously we are because the damn devil is doing it. The deception, the master of deception.
Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace.
And just to mention too, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, but it really with the elect, all right? At this particular time, it's really with the elect. That's how the Lord set it up.
Which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Most High, keep not silence.
The internet was a way that we never kept our, never hold our peace, all right? By the internet, all right? We pretty much, GreatMillStone, man, boldly say, we done took over the internet. Everything. It don't matter even with 2/3 doing wickedly or whatever, GreatMillStone took over the internet and pushing this righteous vibration out there. You know, that's a fact. How many brothers post up videos a day? Just in one camp alone. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about thousands and thousands of brothers. You know, of course you got other Israelites too. We're not going to take, they still teaching our people that they're Israelites, all right, even though they're going off of certain doctrines. But GreatMillStone took over the internet, you know?
There's over millions of videos about this truth. You know how long brothers been in the truth? For years. I've been on the internet teaching. All those videos, man, listen, from every year, man, people are finding out the Hebrew Israelites. And Esau is doing nothing but really helping us, man. You know, because at the end of the day, you're in the trick bag.
Yeah. Hey, brothers pull out edification out of even, worldly shit, I'll say, man. You know, shark attacks, man, and brothers make videos on that. So now somebody that just happens to see it, clicks on it, he can find out about the truth that way, man. You know? There was a beat between a Cardi B and Tommy Lauren, that racist devil, man. I think the one that was rolling with Alex Jones. Brothers doing videos on that, man. So these different little, political, things within the celebrity world and so forth, man. Brothers do videos on even that as well. And that automatically, that furthers the truth as well by people to the naked eye just seeing that, then they stumble across Israelites like, yo.
Yeah, you could be in the middle of looking for some folly, or looking for some gossip or media gossip and then run into the truth, man. You know?
Yeah, because with these buzzwords, like where certain algorithms that Esau sets up, if we put Esau on the title or Jewish that shit's already a red flag. They make your video watched and took down. But you could be even just talking about, like I did a video on Popeye with the madness. So somebody could have been looking up some just regular Popeye shit and came across some truth. Because for some reason that shit had thousands of views.
I got a precept real quick. It's 1 Corinthians 9, chapter 9, verse 19. For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. You know, and that's going into what Akim is saying, to where, you know, being that because we're touching on every single avenue as far as this, all right, therefore we have made ourselves servant unto all, man.
Yeah.
You know, so like the brother said, brother could be in the sports, you know what I'm saying, the brother breaking down something in the sports world. Oh, okay. You know, you wake up off of that, man.
Yeah, I did a lesson on this dude, freaking Post Malone, because he got like the rapper of the year, and that's how you know the doors of music is brought low. You know, so here it is, he's going to see regular music like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true. Music is trash. Wow, that's in the scriptures. You know, I remember, you know, all of his brothers probably said that, man. Like, wow, that's actually in the scriptures, man. And then you further, you know, listen more. The scriptures say a wise man heareth and increases his learning. The next thing you know, you in this truth, man.
Yeah, that's how you know the Bible's a true book, man. Every aspect of life of man is in the scriptures, man. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. Any type of situation have already been done. You know, niggas ain't clever about doing something different. They ain't doing nothing different than what niggas did in the ages of Moses, man. You know, it's the same thing, but it just revolves itself. You know, just like history, it repeats itself. But the Lord has got a cutoff switch. He has an ending to this whole movie of his, man. You know?
Since you mentioned that too, you still holding it? Yeah. In Ecclesiastes, keep on reading that.
All right, back in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and I'll read verse 3. It says, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh.
And let me say this, we are breaking down his kingdom with these words though. And it's penetrated these devils. That's why you got vocab, he can't sleep. You got all these scoffers, they can't sleep. And that's you can detect that they're not doing right over here. Right, they can't sleep because this word done penetrated them so bad that they have no way to escape. This is a snare. This done snared this whole world in. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, was it the wall of Jericho where we circled around and we chanted it and the wall fell?
7 days straight.
Yeah, well, that's what this was happening.
Was it double?
But that actually is happening to Esau now within his kingdom, because brothers, by putting this vibration and teaching, is chanting down his kingdom, and he sees it. You know, he does chants and demonic, you know, witchcraft. That's why the scriptures say, when the Lord say, where is thou sorcery? You know, where is thou astrologers?
Yep.
And so on, because why? Eventually, the Lord is going to remove Satan, you know, from allowing the Edomites to have power. And right now we're in the middle of exchanging power, exchanging energy, right? Rulership.
Mm-hmm. Transfer of rulership.
Right, transfer power.
So one kingdom, the scripture says, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Ecclesiasticus of Rawchaa chapter 10 verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
How was this kingdom gotten? By rape, rob, and murder. All right, they call Andrew Jackson the Indian killer. All right, how Aztec Empire got taken down. Esau came with the conquistadors, which conquistador means to conquer a conqueror. They pretty much brought in a smallpox. All right, you know, all these different diseases. All right, to take that kingdom down. They also got our own people to fight each other. Every time Esau want to take us down, they always use our own people, and it's happening now. But here's the thing, though. This thing is about the Most High. All right, this is what the Most High is doing this time. All right, we're not, look, man, the scriptures say that some of you should be put in prison. All right, some of y'all should be put to death. All right, but guess what, though? We know that's persecution. We know it's going to come. All right, so we're not, it's not a surprise, all right? So this thing's about the Lord, and this kingdom has been taken by rape, rob, and murder till this day, all right?
And that scripture also too proves that two nations of people, two different rulers can work, can rule at the same time. Right. You know, it's always a transferring of balance of power. All right, and this time it's going to be from the rulership of the Edomites, all right, to the rulership of Jacob. Those Latinos and Native Americans.
Well, 2nd Esdras 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first? Read that again. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
Hey, so Esdras want to know the splitting, when the wicked gonna fall and when the kingdom of heaven coming in, and that's what we're reading, man. Okay, the scriptures, man.
It says,
hey, let me say this because the Bible predicts the future, man. Well, it tells the future, you know, of us creatures here on the earth, and we're telling you the movie. We're giving you the script, the real script of the world, the real movie, man. Go ahead.
It says, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? It's
And that proves right there, because you know you got people that say that Edomites are going to make it in the kingdom of heaven. Well, it's got to be a parting of the first and the beginning of that follows, man. It's not going to be a co-rulership, man. It's impossible. The scripture says, set him not by thee, lest he seek to overthrow thee, man. Right.
It is scripture in Job, I have set a bounds that he cannot overpass. You know, that's the part, you know what I'm saying? Like you have a part, you know what I'm saying, in your head or whatever. That's the part, you know?
And when you read the scripture, you understand that the Lord separated, he divided the nations, man. He never made us to be like this the way Esau has us, man. The Lord coming to break this up. You know, Esau, see, what our people don't understand, I'm gonna say 2/3, is that these elites that really run the world, that hide in secrecy, and that, you know, call the shots in secret, they have an agenda. Their agenda is they call it what, the new world order. Okay, a new way of living, you know, and this whole utopia that they plan on having this place.
Dystopia.
Yeah, you know, but here it is. This is why 2020 and everything is heating up. You know, let me say this too. You know, you got jokers thinking that, oh, well, I ain't an Israelite, they ain't happening to me. This is Jacob's trouble, my man. That's why I think the elder I think that was his page where he put up the video, the clips together when Jake was talking. He wasn't, you know, he was just basically saying like, yo, I ain't letting this go down. They blaming the Hebrews. You know, he wasn't claiming to be a Hebrew, but he was saying he was pissed off because he saw Esau and the bullshit he was doing. He even was telling you, he in the world, he was telling you like, look, they do this to them when they just teaching on the street. They gonna do this for all of us, so he can see Jacob's trouble coming. Because that's what this is, man. This is an attack on the so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native and Seminole Indians, man. That's what this is, man. You know?
Hey, well, I got right here, Jeremiah chapter 30, verses 5, or verses 4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
So it's a time of trouble, man. A time that, you know, you should be in fear, first off, of Yahawah, Yahawashi, so that you making things right, getting yourself together, man, making peace with the Lord, hoping and praying that the Lord have mercy on you, because the Lord is doing all this. You know, he's using his whooping, which is Esau, for one final last time to basically put judgment upon 2/3 too, man. You know, but also in the midst of that, the Lord is going to bring out that elect, because those that, you know, been serving and striving, you know, for the kingdom, man. You know, so hey, we're in a time of trouble. Hey, this is the approaching times. They're staging the stage for persecute, man. They're demonizing us, and we see them lying, literally lying. You know, they gotta go down that way, because why? The elect will be found blameless, man. One thing the brother said in the video when the elder brothers out there in the main camp, he said, you know, if you saying, you know, you don't want this to happen, then you don't want prophecy to happen, man. You know, it's like you're gonna be stuck at a certain time that you can never get past because you don't want them to do persecution. You know,
that's actually what Yahawashi told Peter when and Peter's heart, let's say, was in the right place when he was saying that he didn't want the Lord to go up on the cross. But Yahawashi said, "Get behind me, Satan," because it had to happen. Right. So you know.
Second Esdras chapter 7, verse 6. There is also another thing, A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
And it just shows you how hard and narrow this truth, man. You know, we're in captivity, man. And we've been telling you Jake's that, but Jake like to live it up. You like to be blinded. You want to be blinded. So the Lord allowed you to be blinded, man. Because, hey, you're going to have to go through the fire regardless, man. Fire on one side, water on the left. You're going to have to go through this. Everything that happens in the world is affection, man. If the animals are being affected, you're being affected, man. If the water's being polluted, you're being polluted, man. If your food is being polluted, you're being polluted. This is why the master of disaster, the son of perdition, Esau, he got to go, man. He's killing the world, man. He's killing the Lord's people in the world. You know, he's killing off the heathens, which the Lord don't like neither, because they need to be here. They got to be our servants, man. You know, the Lord, you can't be doing what you're doing, man. All this blood shedding without a tear, without a mercy card, man. You know, the Most High is gonna remove you Edomites, man. That day is coming, man. And now they don't want us to prophesy, but it's cool, because the Bible says it's gonna come a day of favor, man. It's cool.
Right? It says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
So what the Lord is saying, you got to go through trials, afflictions, tribulation. You got to go through it all. And look, the Lord can have other brothers go through more than what you go through, but we all suffering. Right. We all suffering. If one of the members of the body's perished, every member of the, you know what I mean? But we all suffering. All right, so we got to go through whatever trial the Lord brings you through.
Yeah. Every brother of the elect is the same suffering. The Lord said he gave us different measures of faith.
Exactly.
So brothers gonna have a little different type of troubles. You know, it's things that they can escape from the spirit and power of the Lord. So this brother's catching hell this way and I'm catching hell that way. It's the same shit. You know, it's the same shit.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. There is no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
Yeah, because the Lord is not the Lord is not Satan. The Lord is above Satan. Satan is the tempter. The Most High don't tempt us, man. Yeah, that's Satan tempting you when you got this lust spirit upon you and you thinking, I know, man, yo, I'm gonna do it, yo. You know, that's Satan in the back of your head, man. The Lord looking at you and seeing what you're gonna do. You know, the Most High make a way if you call out for him. We're calling upon Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi to deliver us from the Edomites, man. Yep. You know, they are devils, man. If you not in the spirit now, if your eyes woke to see what's going on, it's too late, man. You ain't never gonna see until what the scriptures say, he must know it after death by pain, man. You have to get destroyed first in order for you to see what we see, man. You know, you're dealing with the devil, man. Dealing with the master of deception, man. You know?
Hey, yo, real quick. Hey, the brothers, is he talking about the devil? The brothers see this shit about the boys could be princesses too?
Oh, yeah.
Brothers see that shit?
Nah, that's crazy.
Kids, man.
And of course, it's a Jake.
And this is all social media. Hey, I don't know if the camera can see it or not. But this is on social media, right? And you got Edomites posting this, and all on the comment board, Edomites is defending this, and gay bitches is defending this shit. Saying,
You hold the phone up a little bit up?
Huh?
Oh, it went out.
Saying, oh, it's just a little boy. Let him live his life. But you got Edomites dressing up Jake kids like they're saying boys can be princesses too with the title. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
Yeah, you kind of see it.
You see it?
A little bit. You can bring it in a little bit, BaHaSham. Yeah, that's better.
Crazy, man. Boys can be princesses too. What type of shit is that, man? Putting a little boy in a dress like that, man. And people defending that shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
a while back when I was Cinderella.
Making a boy a harlot.
Godmother of a Negro man. Yeah, you know.
And things like that with the brothers showing, you know, it pisses you off. But when you have the understanding of the scriptures, you understand the Lord in this movie, you know that this place got to be that wicked. You know, they 2020. Rumor has it they're going to pass laws for pedophilia, man. This is why they're doing things like that. They're trying to they're changing the behavior of us creatures, man. They want you accepting homosexual behavior. This weird basically custom that's known from the Greeks. This is a Greek custom. You know, real quick precept I want to heart. This is Jude chapter 1 verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire, man. So,
real quick, and two, because you got, I believe in Uganda, they passed a law about putting homosexuals to death. You know what I'm saying? And over in the Middle East, it's two gay chicks that's over there, and one of them was in the army, or they one of them shit, and they went over there to the Middle East, and now people outraged because they got sentenced to 25 years for being gay over there in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, brother sent me a article, and I don't know this guy's nationality. He could be Ishmael, he could be a heathen, you know, could be Israelite. Anyway, doesn't matter. He burned a rainbow flag. You know how many years they gave him?
Oh yeah, 16.
15 years.
In Iowa.
In Iowa, but guess what? Amber, what's her name? What's the woman's name?
Amber Geiger.
Amber Geiger got how many years?
10 years.
For killing an innocent man in his house. You see?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So these are the unrighteous decrees. This is what we're crying out for, man. This is what we asking the Lord to deliver us from this shit, man. Take these devils down, man. This is unrighteous. It's wicked, man. It's straight up wickedness, man.
I got something. Psalms 43:1. Judge me, O power, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. Oh, deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man.
This is the unjust man. Unjust. It's sickening, man. It's sickening, man. And guess what? They're gonna keep doing it. They're not gonna stop, man. Because they can't stop. They won't stop.
This is Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
I know you. They just want to say, man.
No, bring it out.
These devils are. Ezra said the Lord said they are nothing, man. Now let's just talk about Esau, right? Even down to his pigment, he's nothing, man. Joshua, wasted away. You are nothing, man. And they begin to be lords over us and rule over us like this, man. This is sickening, man. Sickening, man. They lying on us.
That more proof who Esau is also, because they, you know, the new thing is that Esau is the Arabs.
Yeah.
But Arabs are people of color too.
Esau trying to push their nationality on everybody else.
And here it is. You got these Edomites popping up out of nowhere, making videos trying to, you know, put more stone in the fire to rise the fire for us, you know, for them in persecution. And they're talking about that we're linked to the Islamic. do you not study and see the videos that brothers do? The people that are in Islam hate Hebrews. They hate us because we basically denounce their power of what they believe in.
Right.
They hate Hebrews. How can we be linked to them? But it's according to their policies and what they label Project Keto as we supposed to be for them as a black Hebrew Israelite terrorist group, and we're not. You know, but you got to do what you got to do, man. But it's just stupid when you see this shit. It's like, are you serious? It's like you actually see Esau. Hey, 2/3 of our people think this so-called white man is a smart man. You know, it's like he's so bright, he's so intelligent. In all reality, he's not intelligent at all. He's just a demon. You know, Apostle Gabar bring this out. The word demon just means intelligence, man. They just wise to do evil, man. That's all it is. These devils are they're nothing, man. Nothing.
And to go back to the point how the brother was bringing out with that scripture, like asking for the Lord to plead our cause. This is why we have to plead our cause and have to ask the Lord to plead our cause, because we go to the so-called white man. He's not trying to plead no cause for us. We had a so-called black president in there. He wasn't a Jake. He was actually a Hamite. But we had a so-called black president in there which didn't do nothing for our people. To show you that even if we had somebody in that position, that what they still going to be controlled. So regardless of what we do within society, our cause is not going to be pleaded for by nobody, man. This is why we got to call into the Heavenly Father for our causes to actually be heard and something to actually be done about it, man. But the Lord is doing everything behind the scenes, which people can't see on the physical, so now they upraising and out mad. Like I see people all day fucking social media. When we gonna rise up as a people? What are you talking about? Black Wall Street, all this shit we already been through. We way worse off than we was back then. And it was way harder for us back then, man. They got all this liberty out here now with social media and all of that, and you still telling me so when we gonna rise up. This shit ain't happening by now, it ain't gonna happen, man. The only way that's gonna happen is by righteous power, Yahawah, and his son, Yahawashi, man.
Hey, if I may add, the main reason why Jake can't rise up is because they have a crab's mentality. You know what I'm saying? When you put crabs in a bucket, you know, a crab attempts to pull the next crab on top of him down so he could come up out of that bucket. That's the mentality of Jake, the 12 tribes of Israel, mainly 2/3. You know, so they're not going to be able to come together because they're not governed by a standard. The elect is governed by a standard, which is the Holy Scriptures. You know, we're bound by law. When you got 2/3 of our people being willful, you know, having that doest thou will spirit, leaning upon their own understanding, you know, not only that, looking to shine and come up before the next man, there's no way they can ever come together, man. That's why when they attempt to come join forces for a so-called better cause or to generate some Federal Reserve notes, it can never be accomplished because somebody got to finesse the next person so they can be ahead, man. You know, there's two people that I know of in the whole real estate world. You know, there's one guy, Jay Morrison, you know, you may know him if you're into that type of thing. Here it is, another individual wants to use him as leverage because he has some type of notoriety. You know, a lot of people follow him. He's juiced in with a lot of celebrities. So here it is, they wanted to put on let's say like a seminar, or whatever the case is. And here it is, that guy, Jay Morrison, ended up snaking the individual who asked for his help to sell off his seminar. You know, he ended up getting the control of the people buying and purchasing tickets, and then he withheld, you know, the money because here it is, he backed out. The tickets wasn't selling as they should have, according to him. You know, so he backed out of the deal. You know, and then he withheld the money of the people that paid to come see his wisdom, if you will, linking into that real estate. You know, and he withheld about $70,000. Now this other guy who invited him is pissed off because now he's losing out on money. You know what I'm saying? Now he got to pay out of his own pocket and refund the people that already made this particular purchase to check out that seminar. So Jake could never come together, man. You know? They could never come together because ultimately, BaHaSham Yahawashi said so. And we have, more importantly, we have the curses upon us, man. Thy eye shall be evil towards our neighbor, man. There's no way you can come together when the Lord put a curse upon you as far as your eyes being evil towards your neighbor, your man, which is your brother.
Hey, the only way to come together is to serve
I was about to just say
Yahawah.
that. That's the only way to come together by the truth right here. The Lord don't want the rest of the world to even come together. They divide. But this truth right here, there's always an order. Brothers in the same like mind, pushing the same doctrine, and everybody else is in confusion. The great confusion, man. That's what this place is, confusion. All right? Hey, Babel, yep.
Y'all got a quick precept? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the names of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, that ye all speak the same thing.
And also, too, by the names of Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, okay? We're going to keep on speaking that name. If it means death, then so be it.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, because it was bogus that they did that in
Right,
LA.
that's what I was
Yeah,
yeah.
Yahawashi is coming. Did y'all's brother see that?
Yeah,
They put posters up on every
Yeah.
building.
They said it was
Cherry
a
City, too.
trespass.
Oh, they did that too?
Yeah, it was right next to that synagogue.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that marketplace.
Yeah. And they act like you can't go to Google and figure out what's, the Lord's name. Because in Google, there's pictures, there's Yahawashi, there's Yahawah, all writings. And they didn't even do an investigation. Why didn't they look at the street signs and see who put that shit up? You see, but they just did it. Then the LA police said in the report, oh, we have to start doing investigation here in LA. Come on, man. It's all staged, man. It says, now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no division among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. That's what the Lord wants to see. He want to see you having the same mind and the same judgment according to his will and his way, man. That's how you come together, man, as the brothers is bringing out. You know, serving Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi.
That's real quick. This is Baruch, chapter 4, verse 37. It says, Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Heavenly Father.
That's the cut. By the word of the Holy One. Who's the Holy One? Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, man. He's the Holy One. He's the one. And then brother brought out a video too, man, on bad video. I think brother from Texas, I think. How when that was shooting was going down in Jersey City, there was a chariot up there, man. One was one of them. But it was a chariot in the mist, in the daylight like this. You know, he said his argument could be, they say it might be wrong for the non-believers, but we look at it spiritual, man. Hey, that's a chariot, man. And that should uplift brothers' faith, because while Esau is doing this, the angels are making sure that everything go down right. What's that? Sirach 39 and 28. They're pleased the wrath of them that made them, because the angels are there. They got to make sure that when this devil do his work, especially when it's coming against the Lord's chosen, you know, the hopeful elect out there, you got to do it right. You know, and he got one up over you devils, man. Because after that, he gonna destroy you. You know? Yeah, bring that up real quick.
Sirach chapter 39, verses 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
So the Most High created spirits that he sent forth to do his will, man. Meaning they can destroy you, man. You know? So what you think the angels that ride in those vehicles do? You know, you think they ain't gonna have their part in this movie? Yes, sir, they do. And they're gonna be zapping lasers out when that time is right. Meanwhile, they're gonna be picking up brothers too. You know? So go ahead, Al. Hey, because check it out. What rides in that vehicle is the spirit, man. That's why you can't shoot it down. This is why Esau gets afraid when they start approaching, man. And then they show their majestic power, man. When they come in formation, when they come as an army and a band, and they start doing things, man.
They came with brothers out there, the main camp. They came in formation. He's looking up, they was all in formation. Remember that?
Earthworm Jim,
that was another time. He looked up, we was looking up, right? You know, the scripture say when your salvation look up, when your salvation draws nigh, everybody was looking down. I mean, we looking up, they looking down, but we see the full formation of the chapter.
Go ahead,
quick research. On Hebrews chapter 1, verse 14, it says, are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation?
Hey, and that's the angels, man, watching over the faith, man, doing the Lord's bidding, man. You know, we can all spend it out in the house. I got something real quick.
Back in Sirach chapter 39, verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Hey, so the angels are always watching, man. They're always watching, man. They're watching over us now. They not look like it, but they there. You know, you got it out.
This is Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with thy right hand of my righteousness.
And you know what makes brothers' faith boost even more? Because you ain't do this shit, man. You ain't do this shit what they talking about. You have every right to have confidence and faith in the Lord. I ain't do shit. What the fuck you blaming me for? I ain't do that shit. You know, give me the power, Lord. You know, save me, man. Like, you gotta get me out of this shit. You gotta destroy these devils, you know? That boosts his brother.
It also shows, man, that I have a scenario of coming because the Lord's never falsely accused, man. You know, the Lord was falsely accused himself, man. You know, reading on, right? It says, this is Isaiah 41 and 11. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing. They shall strive with thee, shall perish. Verse 12.
Hey, and if I may add Why they gonna be ashamed? Because you got a lot of these like martial law troopers, you know, they taking orders. You know, and they taking orders without a just cause. So they're gonna come to find out that they coming after us. That's gonna bring shame upon them, man. You know? Because why? The elites have an agenda. And they just say they're nothing but a working few, man. But it's gonna come to find out that when you do the bidding of Satan, you're gonna receive the same judgment that he's gonna receive. You're oppressing the elites of this society, man. You know?
And it goes to show you too, man, through the spirit, man, how they're using the police force as that shield.
Yeah.
You know, when you go back to that shield that they wear,
Yeah.
it's basically protecting the chief house, which is Amalek, man. Because the narrative is that we're against Amalek and law enforcement, man.
Right.
But we don't have a problem with that, man.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. Everything that's happening is the thought process in Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. BaHaSham, can your brother bring that out? Start at the first verse. You know, because I wanted to bring this out last week, but whatever. But when you read Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, it truly tells you, you know, what they're doing now. You know, everything, man. Well, go ahead,
Hey, real quick before you read it, now the brother mentioned as far as that shield, and when you loosely translate Rawchaa, it means red shield.
Red shield.
You know, so that's essentially who they're protecting.
Yeah, they're doing a bit, and now they're putting their what their main purpose was from the beginning, man. They're actually putting it in these last days to work, man. You know, because now you're gonna have these madmen, so-called sparing none. You know, but they're doing the business for Amalek, man. They're really being their protector, man. You know, these guys are playing the victim, man. You know, when you're not a persona non grata, man. You're not no very important person, man. Because we don't even mention you in our doctrine, man. We don't have to, man. You know, we know that you're not the people, man. You know.
So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves."
That's Esau.
Yep. "But not aright. Our life is short."
Hey, now check this out. That's like the brothers say. That's Esau, man. That's the elites. When they come together and they round themselves together and have these secret meetings. This is Esau. Man, look, the angels are listening to your reports, Esau. The angels are there. They told us this, and this was written thousands of years ago, man. That's what's amazing about this truth, man. This is nuts.
This is what you call the drop scripture.
You know? But go ahead,
"For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright.
But not right.
Our life is short and tedious."
Hey, Esau knows it. He knows it down to his pigment, man. That their life is short and tedious, man. You gotta put on suntan to block the rays from the sun. Come on now. What are you? You know, you're degenerate, man. Esau knows that his life ain't shit, man. And that's why he resorts to violence when he gets a rush. He gets that adrenaline rush out of him, man. Because he's the wicked.
Right, and yet they were the people that walked the desert for 40 years. Fuck out of here. They can't even sit on a beach.
You're not the people. You're not the people of the Lord. You know it, man. And we ain't got to attack you, man.
No tan, no nothing.
It's like you brother, come on. We know you're not the people of the Lord. Why are we going to attack you? We're not offended by it no more, man. You know, what we do is stand to the scripture, man. The Lord said, "Wait ye upon me till he rise up to the prey." We don't gotta go and mess with them winks, man. Them little punks, man. Come on, man. Like the brother said, man. You know, you walking past them and shit, and they tense up. You know, they so afraid of you, and you like, hey, well, look, I'm afraid of you. You know what? Let me get away from you, because you might just lie on me, you devil. You know, because they're a bunch of liars, man. You guys are not the people, but we don't gotta touch you. We're not gonna lay a finger on you, man. But go ahead,
It says, "Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy."
Yeah, in death of a man, no remedy. You know why? Because they don't believe they can't believe in the Lord, man. They don't believe in Yahawashi, man. That's why they're forcing the Lord now. And it's gonna get into it, man. I know brothers already read this, but I read this just the other day. I said, damn, everything from the start to the finish is about right now. You know? Like literally, man. But go ahead,
"And in the death of a man there is no remedy, neither was there any man known to to have returned from the grave.
And that's vocab's doctrine, man.
Right, yeah,
Oh,
right.
what reincarnation? They believe in reincarnation. We're gonna come back and we're gonna kill you. Like, get the hell out of here, man. You fucking Spectre Gadget, man. You know, get out of here, man. Hey, that's why vocab can't believe in reincarnation, because he's an Edomite, man. You know?
And what's really funny is that he's really putting himself out there and proclaiming that's our belief, though, man. But in the scriptures, man, it just goes to show you that these so-called Christians do not know the scriptures, man. It's in there, man. You know, we could pull plethora of scriptures, man, talking about reincarnation, man. You know?
Hey, Vocab Malone said in that video that reincarnation is an Eastern belief. Well, the Bible originates from the East.
He cut himself.
That, you know?
It's crazy,
The
man.
reason why they do that is because they're taking the Western world mentality and they're trying to marry what was planted here with the scriptures, man.
Right.
And it doesn't mix, man. So now when we really get into what it is that we're saying, okay, all right, it's not making any sense, man. But when they make inquisition of what we're about, man, they're gonna know that we're reading the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? And now it's gonna make it known. You know, take this simple. We're going to find out that E hates the Bible. That's what the world is going to find out. E is adverse to the scriptures.
That's in the Thessalonians. Then shall that wicked be revealed. It's going to be revealed by the word, man. People are going to investigate it, like the brother just said. So I'm going to read on.
Hey, real quick, let me bring this out.
Okay.
It's like, But let me bring this out, right? Now this is the meaning of the word curse. Because even in the Zion Bible Dictionary, it tells you that this comes, the Bible is, you know, from the East. And that's obvious, that's common sense, man. You know, but this is the meaning of the word curse. It says the reverse of to bless. It says the reverse of to bless, which really it means a prayer
for evil,
a prayer for evil to bring
or misfortune,
misfortune and to befall someone.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's the meaning of curse, not a word like fuck you and all that. It's not actual curse. Yeah.
And what's that in the Hebrew? Arar.
It says, now I'm gonna jump down to the point. It says this passage is often misunderstood by Western readers. You can tie that curse word, the word curse meaning, to this whole scriptures. They got a Western way about trying to interpret the scriptures, man. That's what they call Christianity, man. This character called Jesus Christ, which is a so-called white man. All right? Come on, man. It says, the passage is often misunderstood by Western readers. Paul represents the curse of the law as born as Christ upon the cross for the believer, Galatians 3:13. It says the modern Western practice of cursing using profane language is never referred to in the scriptures.
See that? And that goes with the Western world philosophy. That goes with the new speak. That goes with this whole thing of trying to be adverse to the scriptures, man. You know, you see, when you make inquisition of what we're about, man, you're gonna find out our standard is the scriptures, man, and we always gonna stick to the scriptures, man. Even people that come up against us, and they know that they have to come up against us with the scriptures, man. They know we're all about the scriptures, man. You know.
Yeah, and that's the wisdom right there. The brother just said that's wisdom, brother just said, because the elder apostle Gabar even push it, man. They just stick to the script, man. You can't go wrong if you stick to the script. When you start trying to do something outside the script, that's when you fucking up, man. That's when you fucking up, you know.
I know the brother want to bring this out, but I'm gonna bring this out to marry this real quick, right? And then we're gonna read the intent of the heart, man. Right? This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. The word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even and divided asunder of soul and spirit. And this is why when the word comes out, you got people here that get bugged out when they walk past the camp. That's them demons, man. You know, the demons hate this word coming out, man. That lady last other week before last rolling all over the floor. But then she felt like after camp, she felt like she had to make a apology to us, though. You know what I'm saying? You see that? You know, right? But what it says piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, into the joints and marrow.
Meaning it make you move. The word of the Lord will make you move, showing you it's a song. Showing you that who dances to the song is of the Lord's elect, man. Just like it'll also, you know, it'll mess with your waters within the body, the emotions of you, man. Man, it'll hurt you, man. The Lord will hurt you with his powerful word. Just think how, the Lord is so powerful, he thought us into existence, man. So the whisper of his words is so powerful, man, that it'll kill you. You'll go kill yourself. You'll go kill yourself if the Lord send forth his word upon you, man, which is a spirit. Because his word is a spirit. You know? That's how powerful the Lord is.
And this word cuts so deep because it says joints and marrow, man. And you talking marrow, man. The marrow is the inside of the bone, man. So you talking about the inside, the matter that's inside the bone, man. Cutting you down to the marrow, man. You know? You see? Right? And is a discerner and thoughts and intents of the heart, man. And what we're gonna read about the intents, the thoughts and intents of the hearts of Eve, man.
But for one more precept to go with that real quick. Jeremiah chapter 5, verses 14. Wherefore thus saith the Lord power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. And that's how we know they can't sleep. They're being devoured day and night, man. So long as we out here speaking his word, they're being devoured, man. You know, and that's that fire to burn your whole body to crisp, man.
Hey, so when brothers get a little animated, you know, and they tell you, you joke, you know, Esau's behind the camera throwing pictures at the fucking screen, you know, in a tantrum, face red. Yeah, you gotta get him out of here, you motherfucker. They doing that, man. They doing that. They mad as hell because the word is devouring them, man. Who the fuck is this now? I'm gonna kill him. What's his name? I want everything on him. Fuck him. What you mean I can't touch him now? I'm gonna touch him now. You gotta kill.
You gotta remind him of the legislations. You gotta remind him of the, you know, whoever he's talking to, probably reminding him of the legislations he signed. You know what I'm saying? Probably mad as hell. Fuck it.
Change this shit now.
I remember that clip you had put up years ago about that Edomite dude that fucked up the whole Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, we flipped the table?
So Esau, he's actually doing that, man. We know through the spirit you're doing that because we see your actions, man. You can't handle this word, brother. The Lord told us, man.
That's him getting caught up in the snares he set himself.
Right.
All right, from the top again. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves was not a right. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Not to cut you off, I was looking up that word tedious. It means boring. And that's what Esau is. He's bored, so he's got to come up with this little demonization. Man, look, man, y'all Edomites in for a big, big surprise, man. This ain't no Black Panthers, no Black Liberation Party. This ain't no Ku Klux Klan. This ain't no Christians. This ain't no Muslims. Y'all in for a big surprise. And we're doing it just by this word here.
Hey,
not no marching with signs, you know. Nah, this is the band.
What we are nothing no more than just teachers. We're all teachers of here. So you gonna kill a teacher? Huh?
Just messengers, man.
This is messengers. Yeah, we're just teaching. That's it. Teaching his words got them so bugged the fuck out. Because it's the Lord's word. It's the Lord's word, man.
You'd be mad at
Now,
the
and now basically that you have us on the trying to put us on this grand stage, man. Basically, class is in session, man. And it's gonna be found out, man, how much you don't know the scriptures, man. It's gonna be found out how spiritually illiterate you people are, man. You know?
Verse 2, it says, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. and our name shall be forgotten in time.
Yeah, so this is a these are the thoughts of a wicked man, and that's why he wants to leave the impression. And, you know, he thinks like how these rappers think. I got to do something so my legacy can live forever. So if I'm not here, you know, you still will remember me, because he's so afraid of not being remembered. He's so afraid of dying. So that's why they do the things they do. They got everything a heart to wish for. You got everything a heart to wish for. You can have, you know, virgin women. You can go and get you a woman from outside. You know, you can have anything, man. But instead, you choose little boys, you choose for you to have a lustful affair with another man, a desiring passion, when you can have everything in the world. You can create anything you need. But you want to do these things because he's a wicked man that rules the world, man. Go ahead,
It says, verse 4, our name shall be forgotten in time.
Yeah, you definitely, it damn sure gonna be forgotten, because when the Lord destroy America, it ain't gonna be no monuments as a remembrance like you have now. You got monuments that in Greece, you got these monuments that show these ancient times of when you ruled, man. You're not gonna have that this go around. Matter of fact, Job said it's gonna be like a dream, man. Man, if the kingdom brother even have a bad dream, man, if that's possible, you know, and it being in, you know, in your perfect form, he gonna jump up and just go crazy on you Edomites, man, within his kingdom, man. But go ahead,
Hey, if I could add, there's movies even like Replica and The Island, where Esau even shows you that they're scared of dying. So you have like old rich Edomites. What they do is they have like this secret center where they create like clones or whatever. The clones are basically just like them, but they don't have a conscience.
Wow.
So they allow them, you know, to grow up, live their life or whatever, and then whatever that rich Edomite might need, like a kidney or a heart transplant, they'll take it or whatever and kill him. Yeah, that's a movie called The Island.
The Island?
Yeah.
Check that out.
And there's also Get Out. You know, Get Out, you know, they'll put Edomite into a jake because they know that, you know, we have, you know, just more durable bodies.
Yeah.
Strong, you know, we're stronger in every way. And there's also a video game called Soma, where humanity, the earth was destroyed and humanity was existing underneath the ocean. And it was inevitable that humans were going to die. So what they did was they copied all of their thoughts and imaginations into a computer program, into a computer, a large hard drive called the Ark. They called it the Ark, and so everyone has a digital copy on the Ark, and they shoot it off into space. So I guess in some way they can leave a legacy and live forever somewhere.
But that's spiritual too, because as I'm saying, that's why Edomites really don't believe in reincarnation. Man. You know? Okay? All of this trying to live forever and trying to do different things like that, man, they don't really believe in reincarnation, man. They're not built to understand that, man. They're a different manner of people, man. You're not built to understand the Holy Scriptures, man.
They know for them ultimately it's going to be bad. Like, you know, it's like the brother said, like, we in the kingdom, wake up, cold sweat, concubines looking up like, what's wrong, my king? Oh, I thought it eating my. Oh, I took everything I had. Oh, I'm still rich.
Hey, that's like the movie Trading Places, man. When he woke up and he said, "Oh man, some big road."
It was this terrible opening.
You know who produced that movie too?
Aaron Russo,
So verse 4 again, it says, verse 4. Verse 4, it says, our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as a trace of a cloud.
Hey, and through the scriptures, okay, your memorial is gonna be up in smoke, man. Okay, that's gonna be your memorial, man. This place is gonna be a huge memorial for you, man. Okay, of how not to live, man. You know, and we gonna grab that. We gonna grab that.
Hey, another thing too. Why they you gotta think, you're a wicked man. Why you saying this? Because you know that you're not gonna be remembered. Now check out the men that does things that were right, or that try to do things that were right. even though we know some of them were paid liars like Malcolm, you know, but people look at these people today and honor them because there was something righteous about them. But who remembers the rapist, the serial killer?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody really would care. That's why they want to leave the impression of their venomous teeth in everybody so they can say, oh, I remember him. You know? And listen, look at the man's thought process, man. You gotta do something devilish, man. Just so something big, you know?
Okay. It says, our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall disperse as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof.
So that means they understand that when you die, the spirit goes back up. And your spirit is this, you know, goes right back to the Father, you know?
Verse 5, our time is a very shadow. Let me read that again. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
Hey, because what these Edomites know, they never going to come back into power, man. This is it for them, man. Inwardly, they know here it is, they're plagued by spiritual demon Satan. You know, here it is, they know, but they don't understand, man. You know, they think they could change prophecy. Because spiritual demon Satan is telling them that they can change prophecy, man. He's telling them that your inward house shall continue. Spiritual demon Satan is telling them that within your mind, according to scripture, Psalm 49:11, their inward thought is that their house shall continue. Spiritual demon Satan is telling them that. When you read scripture, you know, you see that this is your last reign, man. This is your last rule. That's why, what's that devil named Hitler? He said, this is a Swat's religion when he read the Bible. Meaning what? A black man's religion. You know, because he knew that there's no future for him outside this particular realm, man.
Hey, some sources say that's why he was doing that to the because he like, why y'all trying to, you know, he's a scholar, right?
He was Jew.
What was it, the Schicklgruber? I think that's what their last name before he changed it.
Oh yeah.
But then also too, it was also to disguise them as the man people, like they caught some sort of hell.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Quick precept on
Did
that?
that for nothing.
Quick precept. Obadiah 1:10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. I don't have nothing with that.
Oh yeah, real quick, I got a quote. It says by Albert Einstein said, I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We be not standing.
Yeah, exactly. Like that Planet of the Apes. Apostle Barrow's called too.
Reading on verse 6, it says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in use. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered.
See, and that's pride right there. It is, you trying to crown yourself, man. That's the problem. You know, when it comes to the elect, Yahawashi is going to place crowns upon the elect, man. We're not placing crowns upon ourselves. You know, pride is when one separates from his maker, man. You know? Because here it is, you Edomites think you in this position all because of your own strength, all because of your own wit and your own wisdom. It's not the case, man. The Heavenly Father is using you for a general purpose, man, to chastise his nation. The wicked was created for the day of evil. So once that particular season is fulfilled, there's no more use for you, man. You know, you're on the wrong side of the love song, man. And you just can't accept it. You know, though it be told to you, man. You know, but you'll come to find out because Edom is a see it to believe it type of individual, man. You know, tangible individual. And he spreaded that illness amongst 2/3 of our own people, man. You know? But what essentially there's gonna be judgment for all of your naysaying, you know, for your wicked intentions against the nation of Israel. You know, the Heavenly Father is going to bring great judgment upon you, man.
You know, this whole thing boils down to that witchcraft, man. How dare you with your track record, man, have a problem with us speaking up for ourselves, man. You know, girding up our loins and speaking for ourselves, man. How dare you, man? Okay? Everybody else is fighting for their sovereignty, man. Okay? We're fighting for our sovereignty, man. You know? Okay? Right? Through the spirit and power of Yahawah, BaHaSham. We're not doing anything on under our own counsel, man. Okay? That's why you got these other groups out here that you want to try to look us in with that tried and failed, man. Because they never took counsel with Yahawah, BaHaSham, just like how you ain't taking counsel amongst yourselves. You took counsel amongst yourselves, but not a right, man. Okay?
So, verse 8, it says, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness.
Right, and really, you put crowns upon your own heads, man. You know, okay? When you came into power, you put crowns upon your own heads, man. You know, and you people heap treasures for the last days, man. You know, okay? But you heaping the treasures up for us, man. The scriptures talk about that, man.
Yep. It says, let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For this is our portion, and our lot is this. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man.
And that's what we are, man. We're the poor righteous men. We're the poor. He's oppressing the poor. That's why they set up what they call the plebeians, the patricians, the red and blue, the Democrat Republicans. Because at the end of the pyramid, the top of the pyramid, they actually playing this game to what? Keep the poor and let the rich be the rich, man. Right. You see? So they're talking about us. Let us oppress the poor righteous men. You know?
Hey, awesome. Fuck that too. Oh, you gonna say something?
I had a precept after you.
I was gonna say, like, even you got a lot of these other nations that's literally leaving their laws or whatever to fight, you know, to be a Christian or a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying, like the brother had just read, let us basically, you can read that one more time, so I can.
Let us suppress the poor righteous men.
Before that, right before that.
Yeah. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
Right, that's Esau's tokens, man. That Christianity, that Catholicism. That's how you know this man was there. You know? Mm-hmm.
Real quick, I got token definition, right? Right? A thing serving as a visible or tangible representation of a fact, quality, feeling, etc. All right, synonyms are symbol, sign, emblem, mark, badge, index.
That goes into Revelations 13 and 16.
Yeah,
that's that token.
Right. And then that's what it is, though, right? And that key word is that mark, man. Right. That mark right there, man. You know? You see? Evidence, right? Memento,
Spirit, man.
right? Remembrance, relic, memorial. You see? Reminder or record, you know? And really, they're trying to keep that mark, man. You know, they're trying to keep that mark in there, man. That's them trying to set up their kingdom, man, to the highest degree that they possibly could. But it's really a battle that you can't pass, man.
It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worse. It says, let our strength be the law of justice.
And your strength has always been the law of justice, man, because you was blessed with the sword, man. You can't get around you being blessed with the sword, man. You take pride in that, man. So now for us to bring it out that you were blessed with the sword and that you were Esau, you can't get around that, man. You can't get around that, man. Okay? All right? Your pride will not allow you to even deny that, man. Okay? Look at your pride in the earth, man. Look at that turning on TV, man. Guy out in the back with his dog, with his shotgun, going hunting, man. Got a show, man. Just like that, man.
You know? Now here it is. There's two videos I just saw. Well, so I put on my page the video with the Edomite, you know, just violently threatening everybody. What happened to them guys? Then I see Elder Yahawah, but he put up another video. I think he said terrorism, vocals of terrorism or something like that. Salakia. But it's like these Edomites, they could come on camera and say, "Hey, see my gun, and I'ma kill you and this and that." But if we did that, they'd be at your front door. You be gone. You be gone. But when he do it, it's okay. He's not a terrorist. You see how they're painting this picture of the so-called black man as a new terrorist, man. And right now they're using us, the Hebrew Israelites, which are the prophets of the Lord, you know, to establish that. And that's what's going to bring forth Jacob's trouble. Because Esau is not just here attacking the black Hebrew Israelites. It's an attack on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, and Seminole Indians. Jacob's trouble is coming, man. You know?
If people got to think about it in general, yo, we young, we from the hood. What real resources do we have that could be a threat to the so-called white man? You got bombs, you got tanks, you got explosives, you make all the guns. What the fuck can we do if you got all of the money? What can we possibly do to you, man? On a mass scale like that, man?
They're making us feel special.
Exactly.
They done took all the bullets out of Walmart. We can't go to the store and buy bullets.
Better not buy a BB gun either.
Now 40% of America's ammo.
But go ahead, huh?
All right, it says, let our strength be the law of justice for that which is feeble.
Hey, let their strength be the law of justice. Hey, like you said earlier, man, dude burned the rainbow flag and got sentenced 15 years, man. That's their law of justice right there. Right. Justice for this homosexuality thing, man. You know? Your law of justice is wicked, man. You know?
And when they can't bring their so-called democracy on other foreign nations, what do? They go in there by force.
Cool.
Man. They make you do it. You know? That's why, because this devil, he changes the decrees. It's never really about the law.
Right.
It's about what they feel. It's about what they feel. How they want to rule things at that particular time towards their emotions.
It's according. They want you to. They want to control how you talk and walk and how you speak and how you should present yourself. Just like going into a job. And here it is. If you don't do that, if you don't walk the talk and how they want you to be a good nigga, be this politically correct type of guy, they will go and create a law just so they'll say by law you can't do that no more. Right. Don't get your wicked ass out of here, man. Because that's what they've done. They created a law. They take them about a year or two to pass it and all this stuff, you know, and they're created because they don't want you to do that anymore. Specifically that. Like, it's wicked.
Yeah, that's a spirit, man, because I just had this situation happen on my job. And here it is, my supervisor, my manager or supervisor, whatever you want to call it. Here it is, he wanted to have a whole meeting with me because I carry a whole nonchalant attitude while I'm on the job. And here it is, he's asking me questions. What do you see yourself in 5 years? Really trying to pick my brain and shit like that. You know, like, do you want to grow within a company and everything like that? It's like, because you got other managers and other supervisors, you know, complaining that you're walking slow, coming from the bathroom, or you're running your machine, you know, you're slouching. It's like you don't care. It's like your body language is showing you that, it's showing us or telling us that you don't care. I'm like, wow. Just take accountability. I'm like, I got a lot of business going on outside of here. It's just a matter of prioritizing what I'm doing outside this particular job because it's a matter of fatigue. Whatever the fuck I said some bullshit. I just took accountability. Like, look, I'm tired, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I just kept it strictly at that. But I'm thinking in my head, these Edomites really got a problem that my body language is affecting them. Right. Like, you want me to be that good nigga walking fast? Like, I don't like the way he walks. He walks on his tippy toes. I don't like the way he walks. You see me complaining or wanting to have a whole meeting about it? No. But that goes to show like the spirit that's behind it, man. You know, two manners of people. Yeah, two manners of people.
And my job, they invited me to a Christmas party. And I said, I don't do that. I heard him say that piece of shit. Then the other day, he's like, he's shaking everybody's hand, having a nice Christmas, this and that.
Right.
Not me.
Right.
You don't get that look, like, oh, whatever you celebrate and walk out.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Whatever you believe in.
Yeah, because Esau wants you, and that's why they set up that little black Kool-Aid. You got these celebrities that got money, and they also train niggas too. They're trained by their master, man. And they want to train the rest of the niggas, you know, out there. So look, I'm in this position. In order for you to get here, you got to be like me. You know, they just want you to be like them, man. We're not you. The Lord separated us from you, man. You know, like you said, two different manner of people, man. You know?
And that's also like a, so to speak, like a line of defense, so to speak, that they set up, man, with these black bootleg, man. You know, get the other ones in line. You know what I'm saying? We got you set up, you know, we gave you this, don't you like what you got? You know, you want to keep what you got? You do your job and get the rest of the niggas in line. That's how they talk behind closed doors, man. That's how it is.
Hey, don't be surprised. They might take away all the clothes and make you wear one set of clothing. You know, like everybody just wearing the same damn thing. Like they did these schools, man. All these schools now, they all gotta wear a certain uniform color. Man, I was in school, ain't wear that shit. You wear that, man. They tried to push that shit. Yeah. Rebuke that shit quick. Parents and all that. Went down to the city hall. We ain't doing it. But go ahead.
It says, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous.
So anything that is weak, it ain't nothing worse, man. You know? And we weak to them. So we ain't worth nothing. Well, go ahead.
We're not economically viable, whatever that they're doing on YouTube. Oh yeah. It says, it says, let us therefore, Salakia. Yeah, come on. It says, let us lie, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
And exactly, and it tells you that's why you can't buy the elect out. And here it is, they tried to do that with different groups, and certain men sold out. Like I'm gonna say that dude tried to doctor, and now look at him, they're using his whole group. Feds all in there, they staging shooting attacks over there with him. And why they got him locked up, I think he locked up, you know, and embarrassed the hell out of him because why? It didn't come through. Hey, read that again,
It says, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Yeah, we're not for your turn, man. We're not for you Edomites, man. You know, the Most High set us up and made us from him, for him. It's not written, the Lord said, yeah, kept him a cluster of great, which is really a set of great men. You know, we're not of you, we're of the Lord. You of Satan, man. That's why we say Esau is the counterpart of Satan, man. Because you do all the business for Satan, man. You know? Go ahead,
Quick precept, this is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 13. I'll start at 5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. If he have need for thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak fair and say, what wantest thou? And he will shame thee by his meats until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn. Afterward, when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee.
That's a nigga too, yeah. And then also too, man, on a high level, man, those economic countries go into those countries, man. They go ahead and make do pieces for with these countries, and then they say, what do you need? You know, which is that IMF, man. You know, and you get these countries in debt and break them, man. So now all of the natural resources in these companies, man, now they own them. You know, this is how it works, man. This is how they amass the resources of the earth, man. Especially when you go into the Caribbean and Central and South America, man. You know, okay. You take Dion for instance, man. You had Dion. A lot of the vibrant resources that country has, the people don't even own those companies, man. They're owned by E, man. He owns those companies, man.
And then too, you made me think. Brother put a video up. Just the more evident that this place Babylon is falling. Sears is closing down. Payless is closing down. GameStop is closing down. You know, all these stores are closing down. What the hell's going on with that?
Last year, exactly. 9,300 some odd stores in the last year.
See? Place is out of here, man.
Even the Apostle Tahar said on 5th Avenue, I think it is.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, he said he had to go to New York for something, and he rolled down 5th Avenue, and really, it's like you go down on a block, and out of all the storefronts, like only one store is open.
Yeah, it's bad over there, man. Even when you go into these high-end stores, man, are starting to close down, man. And then now, what you're having now is that you're having homeless Edomites dwelling within the storefronts of these businesses, man. You know, they're trying to really stake up the best real estate, man, to beg for money, man. That's basically what they're doing, man. You know? Because they know where to stand, man. They go stand in front of Starbucks, man. You know, people when they got money, you know, they'll stand in front of what was the other one?
Sex Fit?
Lord and Taylor that closed down. You got them setting up homeless camp right there. You know, all of these other high-end stores, man. You got homeless Edomites occupying it.
I got a precept on that. Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Yeah, the grinders are talking about the jobs.
Come on.
You know? And the keepers of the house is talking about you Edomites, man.
Yep.
You know?
They trembling right now. And the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Hey, so rising up at the voice of the bird, man, that's these people gonna be waking up super early, you know, trying to get a damn job, man. Asking if they hiring and shit, but it's gonna get real bad out here, man. You know, nobody's gonna be hiring, nobody's gonna be able to pay. Eventually, all these businesses are gonna have to shut down, man. All right, because it's gonna get inflated here, man. You know, it ain't gonna cost as much as it regularly does, man. And we already see the inflation coming out, man.
It's gonna come a point in time that like that song, money's too tight to mention, man. That's what's gonna come to play, man.
Yeah, script real quick. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err, and every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
That's going from the top to the bottom, man. You know, because now when you got these corporate places closing down, they're starting from the top, man. All of those white collar guys is just standing around with their hands in their pocket, man. They gotta go first, man. They gotta knock out those 6 and 7 figure salaries, man. They gotta get rid of them guys first, man. You know.
Or you know what they might do? They might have them around so they, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't like to show their face. So they have a fall guy where, all right, you going to fire all these people, and then I'm going to fire you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12, it says, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and is clean contrary to our doings.
That's what we are. Clean contrary. No, we don't want to do what you Edomites want us to do. You know, we're not with the things you enforce into your in your society. It's wickedness, man. It's like if we for the Lord, then we're an enemy of you. Then so be. Okay? Because the Most High made it that way. You know? Everything, we're contrary to you Edomites, and they know that, man. That's why now the attack is happening. It's coming.
It says
Go ahead.
It said he upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objecteth to our infamy the transgressings of our education.
And we call you out on everything that you do, man. That's contrary to the scriptures, man. And you don't like that, man. You know.
And your education is Edomite education. What you learn in the schools. You know, you teach that human beings come from monkeys, man.
Right.
Evolution, the Big Bang theory, and all these things. How is the Ice Age?
What is really the flood? What is really the flood?
It's really the flood.
It's really the flood, though. But you wanna talk about the Ice Age, man. You already had your agenda set up, man. You was already from your nativity, man. You was contrary to the scriptures. You was contrary to the law. You know.
And they tried to get us as a child, because I remember when I was in about 1st or 2nd grade, the main book like they was like pushing or that was very popular was Animorphs. There's a book called Animorphs, and it, you know what I'm saying, and it showed you like the evolution of like a monkey, and then it just transforms into like a boy or like a child and shit like that. They try to get you all the way back there because they know the scriptures. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when you grow old, you shall not depart from me. You know.
Sirach chapter 19, verse 22, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sin is prudence.
Yeah, because knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, because eventually the righteous wisdom is going to trump the wicked wisdom, man. So eventually, that little wisdom that you're using, that little knowledge of wickedness is going to get played out.
Right.
You're going to be looked at as the fool, man. When someone comes with a righteous stance, which is the most high, Yahawashi, man. You know?
Hey, and our wisdom, our wisdom is going to shine through, man. Because you're going to actually see now, when you start making a position of what it is that we're saying, you're going to actually see, man, that we have substance to what it is that we're talking about, man. We're not just some angry people on the corner, how you want to deem it or narrate it, you know?
He tried to do the guy, like, he tried to say it was savages and all.
You see that? You know?
They ain't know how to live and all that shit.
You know? Okay? You're going to understand how we're well versed in the scriptures, man. Okay? And we're going to show you how much you don't know the scriptures. Okay?
I got a precept real quick. This is 2 Peter 1:19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts.
Hey, man, where that shining light, man, you know? And it says that you don't take that candle, man, and hide the candle, man. You put it out, man, for the world to see, man. So the Lord's going to have this word manifest even more, man, by you doing your wicked deeds and trying to put us on that center stage, man. Hey, this word is going to get out even more, man.
It's just
in the news, right, when they did that sign madness with Yahawashi is coming, you broadcasted it. That was what, on CNN or CBS? Yeah. That's a national channel, man. Yeah. So you broadcast it to the whole country. Yahawashi is coming, man. Right.
That was a beautiful thing.
They didn't say it, but they showed it on the poster. Yeah. And you notice too, they put up the correct name up there. Right. Don't show that they didn't put Yahusha, Jehovah, or any Yehuda. Yeshaya.
higher.
Hey, and his name is dreadful among the heathen.
Yeah, and that shows you, man, that it's bigger than us, man. They really, and that's not us that they hate. They really hate Yahawashi. You know?
That's on Proverbs chapter 4, verse 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more until the perfect day.
Hey, well, we're here to tell you, Amalek, you Edomites, man. That's it, man. We ain't gotta say you ain't this, you ain't that. You just an Edomites, man. That's it, man. Like, you trying to make yourself different from everybody else. You the same. You're all the same, man. You're all the same, man. You know, you want to try to make yourself different from everybody else, man. You're the chief boss, man. Yeah, you're Edomites, man. That's it, man. And we're here to tell you that.
A quick precept. Luke 14:11. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted.
That's why these Edomites are being humble, because they're putting crowns on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So what? The Lord got to break your ass down through the spirit, man. You know, and it's happening right before your eyes, man.
Con, I actually got something on that, if I may. 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Strongholds, man. And Esau right now has a stronghold. You know, he has a stronghold on the minds of the people here in the world, and in society here in Babylon, which is known as America. And now he sees that there's a stronghold that's actually breaking down his imaginations, man. He sees it. He's afraid of it.
Yeah, that's right here. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of the Hamashiach.
Yeah, and brothers, like you said earlier, brothers get into everything, man. You know, any type of knowledge that Esau, that he has, and he trumps it on high, the scriptures brings it down, man. You know, just the truth. The truth, why they say it's in the scriptures, the truth shall set you free, man. You know, the truth really, it enlightens you and it sets you free from wickedness, man. You know, if you live in truth, according to Yahawashi, it sets you apart from being wicked, man. You know, you're not a liar. A liar is actually going to be ashamed eventually, because why? He's lying. The truth is going to reveal itself and be like, oh, exactly. You was a liar the whole time. fucking demon. You know, it's like you like this. You never win. You'll never win. You can win temporarily, get over on somebody temporarily because they don't know, because they ignorant. Yeah, somebody could be ignorant, just means not to know. But once they know, they gonna look at you with like, yeah, okay, try it this time, nigga. You know, you're not gonna hit me in the head with that again. And that's the problem. This is another reason, if you think about these things, why Esau didn't want us to read in time of slavery, after slavery. You know, they had slave Bibles and things like that. Why they didn't want to? Why was they so in fear of us reading the Bible? Now they probably said, see now, this is why we didn't want them to read the Bible. Look at this shit. You know, to the Catholic going. They should have never brought the Bible into this. You know?
Hey, well, they taught Nat Turner, he went on the street, man.
And that's what killed me about Jake too, because Jake was always, the white man gave you the Bible, that's his book. Well, what you going? Motherfucker, you can make anything that's righteous. You can make it look bad. You can do that with anything upon the face of the earth and make something look bad. Right. Period. It's not about who handed it to you. And they, like you say, they didn't hand it to us. Right. You know what I'm saying? They hid it from us. Yeah. Why? Because that's the ultimate power right there. I'm sure it could have been any other so-called religion, but they probably would have let us read that shit. Right. Like, these niggas, they can't get no power from that shit. Because they know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Jake always think is, oh, the so-called white man gave you that book. Well, get a white man back his book. Motherfucker, that's the one of the best tricks he ever could have fucking pulled. Was to trick you from your heritage that's laying right before you, man.
To hide something from a Negro.
That shit is true to the motherfucker. Niggas don't like to read it. I'll tell you.
Hey, I was gonna say, blessed be that reader. Blessed be
that was always an Edomite secret, man. That's that leaked. That leaked. You know, that was a proverb against us, man. You know, and now look at us, man. We actually read it. See, you know, and I always refer back to that movie, Hell on Wheels, man. We had that boy reading the Bible. Yeah. He said, you know, that's dangerous, isn't it? He said, nonsense. He said, boy, you understand what you read?
Hey, you know what Esau looking like right now? Even though he's being a demon, like he is, like he's supposed to be. He's like a dude walking down the street with shit in the back of his pants. And everybody laughing at him. He's looking like, you know, what was your problem? He got shit in the back. That's Esau, man. Being exposed, man. Because guess what? That's what Putin was kind of similar to saying about America. He said, here it is, the Westerners. He said something around the lines. He said the Westerners, here it is. They have that, I think the woman asked him a certain question and she got cut. She ain't like that response. You can tell anybody that represents America, they hate when they start talking about the dirty, shitty shit that Esau did here, man. Right. And Putin kind of threw it in her face and kind of like painted that image, and she shut down. You know, it's like, oh, why you had to? You know, you can't have to really say that. You could have said it in a different way. Like, it's the truth, though. You know.
Because no other nation has done as worse as America has done to its citizens that live within the society. No other nation. That's why all the other nations look upon America with such disgust, man. Because the average stuff that go on here in America, them other countries wouldn't dare do. Because at least they hold some higher form of integrity than America does, than the so-called white man does. And that shows that what, according to Obadiah, like he's the low among the heathen, man. Because he stooped so lower that no other nation would actually think about doing, man.
It is. You got Trump saying make America great. And they want the proud America, they want to proud these people here in America to be proud. But you know, a person that's supposed to look like something, shine, have nice good clothing on, got themselves well put together, you know, they sharp. But instead, when they turn around, they got a shitty stain in the back of their pants. Right. That's America, man. It's a shit stain here, man.
It haunts them.
Yeah.
It's something that they can't walk away from. That's why they trying to do stuff like take slavery out of the textbooks and different stuff like that, and not teach that curriculum to the kids and tell them that what we came over as indentured servants, because they want to wipe that shit stain off the back of their ass, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, and the biggest stain, man, in this place too, man, is that the veterans of this place, man, the poor conditions that they're in, man. Here it is, man. You use your might in the earth, man. Okay, and subdued nations and took over resources, man. But look at the people that you use to get it, man. Look how they're treated, man. You know, you see, these people are fighting just to get proper health care in this place, man. They can't even get it, man. let alone a decent square meal.
This is 2 Samuel chapter 23, verse 3. The God of Yasharallah said, the rock of Yasharallah spake to me, he that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of Yahawah BaHaSham.
Even in ancient Rome, the men of war, they were given lands and goods when they came back from war. So this place is even worse than them.
I was just gonna say that Esau, you want to put everybody into this rat box, like a box of maze, and that's why the earth can't be as great as it was in the very beginning, because you don't allow the people to work out in the land the way it's supposed to until that land, man. You know, back in the ancient world, I can see why it was so more beautiful, because you know when certain heathens in their land, where location they were at, had resources, they knew how to keep it. So when you go trading, you could have some of the good resources. The earth was a little better. But today, you got pollution all in the air. You got everybody walking on rocks. You got the way that you're supposed to, you know, go about life. Like, here it is, you wake up in the morning, they tell you you have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Who the fuck said that? You know what I'm saying? And now, all of a sudden, if you try to go on a nutrition-type diet, and you learn this, and hearing that, you got these guys, like they telling you a big secret, you know? Like, you got these guys that be in the health field, and they know shit about the body, and when they tell you that, you be like, oh, shit, you know we ain't supposed to be, gotta eat correct. It's like, yeah, but they act like they coming up with something, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, they reinvented the wheel.
Yeah, but it's all because of the dirt of Esau. It's wickedness, it's false philosophies, man. It's been, you treat it like it's like Christmas that's coming up, man.
Turn things upside down.
Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, it's Sirach 26 and 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third that make me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepares such an one for the sword. And like how brothers were just talking about war, what? The Lord hates a man of war that suffereth poverty. So that just clearly shows you that the Lord hates America for everything that it's doing for its soldiers. What? We soldiers for the Lord. We out here warring for the Lord. So what? In turn, Lord willing, we're a part of the elect. We're going to inherit the kingdom. We're going to inherit riches, man. So that shows you that the Lord is a man of his word. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, just power, man. Why America can't be just with their soldiers, man? Why you gotta see movies like fucking Dead President and shit like that? Because that depicts real life, man. Right? We always gotta mention the book Black Indians. How some of the black soldiers, you know, they wind up dying penniless, man. Penniless, man. That's crazy, man. They should be, if you're a warrior for society, you should be one of the highest paid, having the highest positions possible, man. It should be no way you should be suffering poverty, man.
Quick too, man. I was working with this damn jarhead, man, this ex-Marine. He thought he was such big time because America paid for him to get his CDL license, man. Out of 2 years.
Shit.
He's supposed to have a mansion on top of a fucking hill with all the women filled in that mansion, man. He's supposed to have servants, man. Organic food, anything your heart desires. But he thought he was hot shit. Because he went through a full-week course to get his CDL.
A full week.
And nobody's not even hiring him, man, because he's brand new.
And you know what the funny thing is, right? I was just watching, I know brothers seen it before when they was younger. I was just watching Major Payne again, you know what I'm saying? I said that shit a long time with my son and shit. So, you know, after he finished up at the war, he expecting to get some higher position or he looking for more war. So then after that, you know, his person over him, so sorry, Major, but that's it for you. You know what I'm saying? So when he alone at home in his apartment for like a week, he going crazy. He like, he like, I gotta get back to killing. I gotta get back to war. He like, civilian life is making me soft. It's like, then he kicked the window and showed me like the hard reality is, I gotta get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and this is why the morale is down in this place, man. Okay, this place is out of here, man. Because now here it is, man. You're about to fight the biggest war that you ever have about to fight. Right. You know, okay. Aside from Yahawashi, okay, and you don't even have the manpower for it, man. You know, You're not even enticing people to want to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I want to be fat. You know, you these soldiers should be like how you got portray the rappers, man.
Or
Exactly.
You got them. You have
That's
to line up
true.
around the corner, man.
That's
You
true.
have to line up right around the corner, man. You know. You know, you're lying, you know, they think you go, you know, you're not even trying to even promote it to where you try to entice people to even
Yo,
pray for you, man.
and Trump actually said that, and he said, yeah, we here in America, we need more men. They in need of people, man. That's why we know they're gonna have to do a draft, man.
Right? Yeah.
Nobody want to go to no
People
damn
ain't signing up no more like that.
Hell
See?
no.
Yeah, a lot of women now, man.
Transgenders.
Hey, and after China showed their military might, man,
It's
man, we're not
over.
even talking about Russia. We ain't talking about Iran. Just look at China, man.
Right.
For instance, man. Okay, and their manpower, man. You know,
There was a
this place is done.
You're gonna see American soldiers coming out. A bunch of them, half of them gonna be trainees with fucking makeup and lipstick all on their face, trying to look cute and posing with the weapons as opposed to looking like hard soldiers and shit.
Yep.
Man.
There was an article that said that they was actually trying to even catch up with China's Navy as far as their submarine power goes. But the brother said how much more they because I believe like if you a boy born in China, you gotta join the military or some shit.
All right, so real quick, this is
Close the precinct.
okay, November 19th. All right, your military times, rising costs, dwindling recruit numbers, increasing demands may bring back the military draft.
Can't put that sword down. That's what.
Simple as Jake's out there that smoking weed all day, playing PS4, you know, Xbox niggas, you know, niggas smoking a bone before you brush your goddamn teeth. You niggas are gonna get suited and booted, man, and get out there, man. You know?
Shit, they love Call of Duty because they call that, what's that name? Call of Duty? Shit,
Yeah.
they love that game. Fuck it, you in it.
Yeah, you get the skills.
In real life, you know lives after that.
Yeah, hey, they gonna skip boot camp, man. They just gonna, hey, you listen, we watching you, man. Get out, go out there.
Niggas shoot like that.
Skip boot camp.
Yeah, you gonna fight for your freedom, man.
Yeah, war shooting like that and shit.
Like this. Man, y'all fucking want me in this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all niggas. Don't even know how to shoot the gun, man.
It says in Washington, over the past 5 years, retired Army Major General Dennis Leach and Colonel Wilkerson, along with members of all volunteer force forum, have traversed the country in an effort to address what they see as a looming crisis in the military. Dwindling numbers of qualified and interested recruits for a military straining at the seams. And they've got the solution. Bring back the draft.
Damn.
And you're forced to put boots on the ground because the F-35, which people which this place wants to use over there, which is a fighter jet, it has been compromised, man, from the S-400s that the Russians have, man. And every other country is buying that defense mechanism, man. You know, what it does is it analyzes the aircraft that's in the air. Okay, so it has it figured out, man. You know, so now you're forced to put boots on the ground. So that whole no-fly zone, you can't play that in this war, man. You just gotta have to have boots on the ground, man.
Appreciate it.
You got, bro.
This is 1 Peter 3:12. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. For the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. They going back real quick to the how this the men are gonna get drafted too. So second urges 16.
Hey, fuck that. While you grab that, because the brother had brought out how the face of the Lord is against them that do evil, and I remember the Apostle Gabar had said it in one of the they Saturday camps or whatever. Like the tribulation that's coming is for 2/3, man. It's really not for us, man. Yeah. It's really for 2/3, man.
Yeah, right.
Most High's gonna remember our words. He gonna keep us safe, but 2/3 they gonna get drafted. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get fucked up by the military troops and shit like that as well.
Yeah, I think the Lord said he didn't point us to his wrath, but to retain salvation.
To retain salvation. So if we got, you know what I'm saying, if we receive the correction, what need will we, have for Jacob's trouble?
said be chastised with the Lord so that we're not condemned with the world.
Exactly.
But 2 Ezra 16 in verses 33 says the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. It ain't looking good for you men out here, man. For you American men, tough guys, man. You know, it's not looking good for y'all, man, because y'all gonna get drafted in the military, right? 18 and up. You know, 18-year-olds are like fucking like goddamn 13-year-olds, man. These days, 18 is like the new 13, man. They don't know shit, man. You know, so when they get drafted, they're gonna get killed off because them Russians is, you know, they're trained for war, you know, since way younger than America. So the so-called Chinese. And for the men that's still around, right? That's maybe too old for the military. It says, in the wars shall the bridegrooms be destroyed, and the husbands shall perish of famine. You're gonna have to go and venture out to get food for your family, man. You know, and you ain't gonna be able, you're gonna go into these grocery stores. You know, I told the brother, I'm like, you know, go to ShopRite just for the show, man. Just, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta stay away from that shit. You don't want to be for the show.
Oh yeah. But like the brother was talking about with the draft, you know, when they had the original draft back in from the Vietnam War, they were showing archives from it on the news, and you had family members like scared. They were sitting around the table because they actually did like a televised drawing on how they had it to where they had pools of the people when they put the thing, and they would pick the numbers and the alphabetic, whatever way the system they used though. But it was the fact is that people were waiting for their number to get called. They were waiting for the number to get called, and it was really intensifying because they were like real nervous, and they were sitting around the mother and father, and they had two sons. They're looking around like, you know, everybody all nervous, and that time is coming again, man. You know, and they might not even have no damn pool, man. They just gonna tell y'all, listen, all y'all just gonna start rounding you up, and y'all gonna go to war, man. That's it.
You know, Northern will probably do it just to keep their family over here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a movie, Green Card Warriors, and it's on YouTube. And it's a good ass movie.
Green Card Warriors.
Green card what?
Green Card Warrior. And I might as well spoil it, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a YouTube movie. Hey, I'll just, you know, say 12 and 10, man. Don't trust this damn devil, man. He gonna fuck you over in the end.
So back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12, it says, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord.
Hey, and what's wrong with that, man? You know, what's wrong with that, man? That's the greatest title that you can possibly have, man. You know, of being of any type of existence on earth, man. Being the son of the Most High, man. Being the child of the Most High, man. You know, okay. And like I said again, man, even in our lowest estate, man, we're still better than you, man. Okay.
Hey, that's what he said to Yahawashi for good works. We persecute you not, but because you make yourself like equal with the Most High. You know.
All right, but with that, giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash.
All right, double honor style elders and apostles, GreatMillStone. All you faithful lock and keep on pushing. These devils are going down whether they like it or not. Shalom.
Shalom. And the elect.